In today's video, I'm switching things up and looking at something other than a lens. Specifically, the Fotopro Origin Plus travel tripod. But do you even need a tripod these days? Honestly, with modern cameras packing amazing in-body stabilisation, high ISO performance, and crazy dynamic range, plus in-camera HDR, tripods aren't as essential as they used to be. Despite modern tech making tripods less necessary in some situations, they are still invaluable in plenty of others. Long exposures, group shots, focus stacking if you want sharp landscapes from foreground to infinity, or are into macro photography, a tripod makes a huge difference. They are also key for architectural shots, precise panoramas, and even just freeing up your hands for things like swapping filters or adjusting your setup. And if you are into video or studio work, yeah, you are definitely gonna want one. So, which tripod should you go for? We all know brands like Gitzo and RRS, but are they really worth the premium? And what about those newer, lesser known brands? One of them, the Fotopro Origin Plus travel tripod, a model that promises innovation and stability at a competitive price. Let's find out. You can see this review as a written blog post on our blog site. Most of the sample images in high resolution are available on a separate site. I leave links to the blog post and sample images in the description below. I'd like to thank Fotopro who kindly sent this tripod for test and review purposes. However, this is a totally independent review. Here are the specifications of this tripod. You can pause the video to take a closer look or check out our blog post for a more detailed overview. Handling and build quality. The Fotopro Origin features legs made from 8-layer Japanese Toray 3K diagonal weave carbon fiber, and the center column is built with a magnesium alloy. All of that brings the tripod weight to 1.53 kg. Fotopro also went for a non-cylindrical design for the 4-section legs, similar but not exactly the same to what we first saw on the Peak Design travel tripod. The legs here have an irregular polygonal shape with a rounded outer edge. Half of the upper section of one leg is covered in thick rubber, giving you a solid grip and preventing your hand from freezing in cold weather. The center column is triangular and the legs and column are designed to fit together perfectly when folded. Thanks to the shape, the legs fold neatly into each other, making the tripod super slim when packed. This means it takes up much less space than most tripods. For reference, here it's next to a half-a-liter water bottle. The center column has a hook at the bottom for hanging ballast or your backpack to add weight and stability. The hook has a spring mechanism that keeps it securely in place. With a little force or when weight is added, the hook releases and can be rotated without loosening, letting you adjust its angle in 4 different directions. The center column is reversible, so you can attach the camera beneath the tripod legs for shooting straight down, perfect for macro photography or repro work. To reverse it, just unscrew the hook. You can do it with your fingers, lift the column, and thread it from below. Be sure to screw the hook back in before attaching your camera. It acts as a safety mechanism to keep the column and camera secure. The center column can also be shortened by removing its lower section, which helps the tripod legs fold to a smaller height or help reduce the weight if you don't need the column. To do this, you'll need a hex key, which is cleverly hidden at the top of the column, secured by a built-in magnet. The hex key stays protected inside the center collar, so it won't accidentally fall out or get lost. You'll need to raise the column to reveal it. But in case you do lose it, Fotopro includes a separate hex key in the box. The legs can be folded out into 3 different positions: normal, middle, and the low angle where they fully splay out, perfect for macro and low angle photography. To adjust the leg angle, pull the angle button, the latch on the top of each leg. With the latch disengaged, move the leg back to your desired angle, and the latch will automatically spring back and lock it in place. For the middle angle, just push the leg into position, and the latch will click to lock it. To return to the default angle, simply fold the leg back toward the center column, and the latch will click and lock it in place. The leg section locks use a cantilever design and are positioned close together, so you can loosen all three sections of each leg in one motion. The tension on the cantilevers can be adjusted with the included hex key, and the spare hex key is provided in case one gets lost. The lock levers are made of metal. The tripod comes with rubber feet that can be removed by pressing them sideways to reveal the spike feet underneath. These built-in spikes offer extra stability on uneven, soft, or icy surfaces when you need it. The tripod also has a built-in spirit level, which isn't something you see on every tripod. Another great feature, and one that should be standard on all photography gear, is the two threaded 1/4 inch holes for attaching accessories. As a bonus, each hole also has two RE-style anti-twist ally positioning holes, giving you extra stability for compatible accessories. The ball head included in Origin Plus kit is the Fotopro 08H, which, like the tripod, boasts a maximum load capacity of an impressive 20 kg, according to the specifications. The ball itself is relatively large, with a generous diameter of 44 mm, and is secured in position by a large lever that tightens a collar around the ball. The lever has a spring mechanism similar to the one on the hook, letting you loosen it without affecting the ball's tension. Just pull the lever out, reposition it, and release it to re-engage the mechanism. This design makes it easy to adjust the lever for tightening or loosening the ball. There is no separate friction control. The friction adjusts based on how tightly you tighten the lever. The ball head also has a rotating panoramic base with a degree scale, allowing you to pan the entire head for panoramic shots. There's also an extra threaded 1/4 inch hole with ally positioning holes on the head, bringing the total to 3 threaded 1/4 inch holes. Definitely a nice bonus. The camera platform is the standard Arca Swiss type, which is usually preferred over proprietary design. The camera plate is fairly large and can be secured to the camera with the included hex key, a coin, keyring, or the finger lock. Plus, any Arca Swiss compatible L bracket or camera grip with an Arca Swiss base can be directly attached to the ball head platform. The camera platform also includes a spirit level, allowing you to level the camera even when the tripod itself isn't. Additionally, there is a third spirit level at the base of the camera plate locking knob, which helps level the camera when aiming directly downward. It's a unique and practical feature. Another distinctive feature is the ability to rotate just the camera platform for panoramic movements without rotating the entire ball head. This comes in handy when the tripod can't be leveled and you need to make a smooth panning motion. Lastly, let's talk about what's in the box besides the tripod. You will get a waterproof carrying bag, 2 larger hex keys and 1 small hex key, all for adjusting the center column and the leg tensions, plus 3 spare rubber feet in case you lose any of the tripod rubber feet. Optional accessories. While the tripod has a standard Arca Swiss system without a quick release, Fotopro offers an optional quick release with an Arca Swiss base plate that attaches to the tripod, along with a camera plate that screws into the camera's bottom plate. Field experience. The Fotopro Origin is a lightweight compact travel tripod, easy to carry even on long days. Folded down, it's 42.5 centimeter without the head, and about 50 centimeter with the head attached, which makes it super convenient to pack. The camlever leg locks let you unlock all sections of a leg at once, and while the legs don't slide out on their own, they extend and retract smoothly when you pull or push them. A lot of travel tripods use a reverse leg design when the legs fold back on themselves to save space. It's great for keeping things compact, but it also means you have to flip the legs around every time you set up or pack it away, which honestly gets pretty tedious. Because of that, I usually just leave the head in its normal position, which makes the tripod bigger. The only time I fully reverse the legs is when I'm packing it in a suitcase. That's why I was really happy this tripod doesn't use that design. Instead, if I need it to be shorter for packing, I can just remove the head. Way simpler. With the center column extended, the upper part of the tripod gets a bit wobbly in strong winds compared to when it's collapsed, as with almost all other tripods. But in my experience, it wasn't really an issue. Overall, I didn't notice that slight frame shift you sometimes get after locking the ball head. Though to be fair, I wasn't using it for macro work either. One feature I really liked is the built-in panorama function on the camera plate support. It means I don't have to level the whole tripod, which can be a hassle since you have to adjust each leg separately. Instead, I can use the ball head to quickly level the camera in one move for panorama shots. To give you a better sense of the tripod's size in the field, I've included images with the center column both up and down, standing next to it. For reference, I am 179 cm tall. Conclusion. A good travel tripod needs to balance load capacity and portability, which usually means keeping the packing size small and the weight down without being flimsy. The sturdiest tripods tend to be big and heavy, which hurts portability, but go too light or compact, and you risk losing stability, sometimes making things worse instead of better. The Fotopro Origin Plus is definitely light enough to be a travel tripod, but there are even lighter options out there. If you are after something more compact, the Fotopro Origin with the smaller 07HS ball head weighs 200 grams less at just 1.33 kilograms, with a folded size of 49.1 centimeter. But honestly, during my latest trip, I carried this tripod all day long without feeling it being a burden. On top of that, the Fotopro Origin Plus travel tripod is packed with features and extras. It looks like Fotopro took a cue from the Peak Design travel tripod when designing the Origin series, focusing on cutting out unnecessary bulk and wasted space that you often find with traditional tripods. The result is portable, packable, and easy to set up tripod. Fotopro also made some solid improvements, offering a claimed payload capacity that's tough to beat, though I didn't test it with 20 kilograms. It comes with a bunch of handy features like the 1/4 extension holes with ally compatibility, multiple spirit levels, and a panoramic camera plate that rotates independently of the head. Plus, some extras like spike feet are included in the package. No need for extra purchases. And they didn't stop there. They have added small but smart touches like a rubber grip, a hidden hex key holder, and a ballast hook, making the tripod even more convenient. All in the package without need for extra purchases. As mentioned earlier, this review is also available in written format on our blog, where you'll find detailed test charts on sharpness and other characteristics. I've also listed a few alternatives at the end of the article for those interested. Most of the sample images are available in high resolution on a separate site, and you'll find links to both the blog post and sample images in the description below. If you are thinking about buying this tripod, you can support our work by using the links in the description. It won't cost you anything extra or affect the price, but it helps us a little. You can also donate to support the channel. A huge thanks for watching. Your comments are always welcome. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Until the next video, have a fantastic time, everyone.